Hi friends, welcome back to Winnie's Cooking. Today we're going to look at Fort Canning Park. This is a historical place that we're going to look at today. This is another school holiday special video. If you haven't yet subscribed to Winnie's Cooking, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and press the bell icon to get regular updates from Winnie's Cooking. So let's get into the video. Fort Canning Park, an iconic hilltop landmark, has witnessed many of Singapore's historical milestones. The hill, once cited as the places of 14th century kings and served as a headquarters for the Far East Command Centre and British Army barracks. The decision to surrender Singapore to the Japanese on 15 February 1942 was also made on the hill in the underground Far East Command Centre, commonly known as the Battlebox. Today, Fort Canning Park features 9 historical gardens: the Panka Langran Artisan Garden, Sang Nila Utama Garden, Jubilee Park, Raffles Garden, First Botanic Garden, Farquhar Garden, Spice Garden, Armenian Street Park. Raffles Garden. This garden is named after Sir Stamford Raffles, the founder of modern Singapore. While Raffles is most remembered for his public life in the former British colonies in Southeast Asia, he was also an avid naturalist who spent his free time studying botany and wildlife. Inspired by his love for plants, the Raffles Garden showcases the diverse plant species that Raffles encountered in Southeast Asia. It includes species collected, studied or planted by Raffles and his fellow naturalists, some of whom were also his closest friends. Accompanying these gardens are wayfinding and trail guides which will allow visitors to plan their own trail and explore the hill at their own pace. Visitors can also download augmented reality trail, the Fort Canning Trail. The app will bring park visitors on an interactive journey through Fort Canning Park, revisiting the hill back when it was known as Bukit Langran or Government Hill. The total length of the trail is about 2.5 km with 8 checkpoints placed throughout the park, including the various gardens. Visitors can look out for the AR marker at the park and start the app at any point. Fort Canning Hill, with its strategic location overlooking the Singapore harbour, was used as a communication centre after the British established port here in 1819. The first communication facility built on the hill was a flagstaff. The flagstaff was used to display the arrival, identity, location and status of the ships entering Singapore harbour. This was followed by a time wall, a lighthouse and a telegraph office in later years. To get to the Fort Canning Park, visitors can make use of the covered escalators from Fort Canning MRT station and Bras Basah MRT station to the top of Fort Canning Park. Fort Canning Park is a venue for celebration. Its expansive, sprawling lawns play host to concerts, theatre productions, and festivals such as Shakespeare in the Park, Ballad Under the Stars, Shakespeare in the Park, and the films at the fort, while weddings, parties, gatherings are regular sight at the park venue spaces. Its ancient artifacts are a must-see for the history buffs, and its lush greenery and expansive lawns offer a variety of arts, heritage, nature experiences. Whether you are drawn by the park's ancient artifacts and rich heritage or simply its tranquility, this hilltop park offers something for the whole family. The Sally Port is a small hidden door that leads in or out of the fort, allowing occupants to escape from the fort undetected. Fort Canning has at least 3 Sally Ports, but only one remains today. The underground Far East Command Centre Battlebox. During the Second World War, Lieutenant General Arthur Ernest, commander of British forces, used the underground bunkers at Fort Canning as his commanding base. The Fort Canning Tree Tunnel is an underground crossing with spiral staircase on the edge of the Fort Canning Park. It links Dobby Gard to the park. When one looks up from the bottom of the staircase, one is greeted by an amazing world of lush greenery. Special tip: The best time to visit is from 9 am to 10 am, where the sun's rays shines on the trees above and cast beautiful still outs against the staircase wall. Besides the utilization of relatively new engineering techniques, special care was taken to minimize impact on the environment of the surrounding Fort Canning during the construction. The original contract of the Fort Canning Tunnel project was awarded to Stago Coyer for 25 million. FCT was one of the 4 technical tours organized by the Land Transport Authority and Association of Construction Engineers. The FCT cuts under Fort Canning Park and an access road, Canning Rise. The entrance to the tunnel is roughly located on the land housing of the old National Library building. Bukit Langran or Forbidden Hill was home to several key personalities such as the Malay kings in the 14th century and Sir Stamford Raffles in the 1820s. Over the course of history, the hill received several name changes. It was renamed Government Hill in 1822 and Fort Canning Hill in the 1960s, when the construction of Fort Canning, a British fortification, was completed. Fort Canning was named after the Governor General and Viceroy of India, Viscount Charles John Canning. It was built to protect Singapore from a sea attack, oversee the security of the town, and served as a place of refuge for the Europeans in Singapore in the event of social disturbances, such as the Indian Mutiny in 1857. The fort had extensive defences that were a moat that ran around the thick fort walls, which were able to withstand artillery bombardment. In addition, the main fort housed amenities such as officers' quarters. The firing of a 68-pound carronade at 5 am daily indicated the start of a day for those within a 2-mile radius. Up until 1896, the canyons were used to signal the outbreak of fire. The Sang Nila Utama garden is named after the first ancient king of Singapore and reimagines the Southeast Asian gardens of old. Such gardens were integral part of the places such as the one which stood in the hill on the 14th century. The garden has traditional features such as symmetrical layout. Types of these spaces, a series of Javanese split gates that mark the entrance of the new zones and realms, an effective reflective pool which served as a meditative refuge. Ornaments such as magnolias, zioras, and perfume plants such as the gardenias valaris are planted for their significance in ancient Javanese culture. Fruit trees such as doku, rambutan, pomelo are planted too. The Jubilee Park sits on the western slope of the Fort Canning Park, which used to host a range of recreational options for Singaporeans, such as River Valley Swimming Pool, Van Cleef Aquarium, and the National Theatre in the 20th century. At one time, it also had play features such as swings. The green spaces at the foot of Fort Canning Hill has been restored as a family-friendly node where children can play with swings, seesaws, logs, and slides hanging in the tree slope. There is also space for outdoor art installations, performances, and events. The next phase for enhancement has commenced to see the renovation of existing buildings at foothills to accommodate gallery space and new F&B facilities. Have you been to the kids' playground at Jubilee Park near Tiong Bahru Bakery? It's the playground at Fort Canning Park, so it's referred to as Fort Canning Playground and is one of the only playgrounds in River Valley. A hop and a skip from Fort Canning MRT will land you at Jubilee Park, a much needed addition to the River Valley area. The playground sites the western slopes of Fort Canning Park amid ancient heritage listed trees. If you need to get caffeinated before you hit the park, Tiong Bahru Bakery TBB Foothills is the closest coffee shop. As with many playgrounds in Singapore, this one has no shelter from the sun, so the best timings is to visit in the mornings and early evenings. Our kids love scoring the slopes next to the playground for saga seeds, those beautiful shiny heart-shaped red seeds, and chasing the local rooster. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Winnie's Cooking and press the bell icon to get regular updates on all the uploads. Thanks for watching and bye friends. Have a nice day.